Wow. The theme for the March for Life this year is with every woman for every child, because that is the heart of what the pro-life movement is about, helping mothers and babies fully, humanly flourish. I'd like to tell you a story about a young woman named Rachel who found herself in a difficult situation about 10 years ago. She had a very rough upbringing in her family, and she left home at a young age and became involved in a relationship that wasn't the healthiest. She was 19 years old, and sadly, her boyfriend was physically and emotionally abusive. She became pregnant, and so she stayed with him. The father continued to physically abuse Rachel, and she found out again that she was pregnant. In really what could be considered a desperate situation, she reached out to a local pregnancy care center who connected her to a maternity home in Fredericksburg, Virginia called Mary's Shelter. There, Rachel moved in and received for a couple of years the support she needed to choose life for her second baby and to fully flourish. Rachel went on to get her GED. Then she became a certified medical assistant. Then she went and graduated as a registered nurse. Now, at the age of 28, she is working as a registered nurse in our local area. And just a couple of years ago, Rachel bought her first family home. Thanks be to God for her story. Yeah. Friends, studies have shown that 60% of women who choose abortion would have chosen life if they felt that they had more support. And not only that, but 1 in 4 women who choose abortion are coerced to have that abortion. What does a woman most need when she is facing an unexpected pregnancy? She doesn't need fear-mongering. She doesn't need shame. What she needs to hear is, "You've got this, and I will help you." She needs to know that someone will support her in this act of courage and bravery. She needs to know that she is not alone. Marchers, I have a question for you. Will you be that someone? Let me hear you say yes. Will you support women like Rachel who are facing an unexpected pregnancy and need support? Let me hear you say yes. Let's hear it just a little louder. Let me hear you say yes. Often an untold story, the heartbeat and the backbone of the pro-life movement are pregnancy resource centers and maternity homes. These more than 3,000 nationwide offer help to women facing unexpected pregnancies every single year. Not only that, but they're popular, wildly popular. 83% of Americans support pregnancy research centers, even 8 in 10 pro-choice Americans. In 2022 alone, pregnancy resource centers provided, get this, $358 million in resources to women facing unexpected pregnancies. Such services include housing, counseling, prenatal medical care, baby supplies, diapers, clothing, formula, parenting classes, adoption support, and so much more. While the false narrative persists that pro-life Americans ignore babies after birth, the real story is that pregnancy resource centers and maternity homes and you are for women. You substantively support women, their children, and their families before, after, and long after the babies are born, walking with them every step of the way. Do you agree? So much good has happened since the overturn of Roe v. Wade on June 24th, 2022, nearly a year and a half ago. But we are not done. Our work to build a culture of life is far from finished. We will keep marching every January at the national level, as well as in our states, until our nation's laws reflect the basic truth that all human life is created equal and is worthy of protection. To help make that happen, we began a state march initiative in 2018, long before Roe was overturned. Since that time, we have grown, and in the next year ahead, we'll be in 16 states. We're coming to a state near you, folks. If we're not there yet, we are coming. In the next 6 to 7 years, we will march not only in DC, but in all 50 states. Right. Changing laws to protect human life is a noble and necessary cause, but you know what? Even more important is changing hearts and minds. And make no mistake, we will march until abortion is unthinkable. Let me ask you, will you march until abortion is unthinkable? Let me hear you say yes. Thank you. I'd like you please to turn your attention to the screen for our theme video now.
When a woman is facing an unexpected pregnancy, what she most needs to hear is that you've got this and that I will help you. We march to change laws, but we also march to change hearts and minds. These centers come alongside women when they're facing an unexpected pregnancy. They give them resources. In supporting these local pregnancy centers, you are helping choose life.
My name is Jeanne Marie Davis. I am a survivor of human trafficking. I had nowhere to go, no family. I wanted to abort my child because I didn't want my child to go through the same things I went through. I got into the room at a pregnancy center. I hear the heartbeat of my child, and from that point on, my life changed. I am now the executive director of Branch's Pregnancy Resource Center. Now the ability to help women and work with women who are being in domestic violence or who are dealing with human trafficking.
My sonographer really encouraged me to be able to see how continuing on with the pregnancy would add to my goals and visions. I ended up calling to make an appointment for the Pregnancy Resource Center. They have diapers, wipes, baby food, formula, and free counseling. And she just encouraged me and loved on me and let me know that I could do this.
When I was 18 years old, I found out that I was pregnant. I was terrified. I was scared. The baby's father wanted me to have an abortion. The first thing I did was run to a pregnancy center. I would not be here today if it weren't for them. The pro-life movement wants to be there to help you. Pregnancy centers want to be there to help you.
We here at Heartbeat are an international network of pro-life, life-affirming pregnancy help organizations. Pregnancy centers are all over, opening their doors, answering those calls, and providing that hope. We are alongside our friends at March for Life with every woman, for every child.
A mom or a dad who's experiencing an unplanned pregnancy, you can do it. You're stronger than you think.
Pregnancy help organizations exist because of good people like you. Together, we can truly create a culture that embraces life.